Hi, I'm Mel Harden. I share the American dream with many other people, that of owning their own business. Let me tell you what I've got, and then I'm going to tell you how you can have it too. For over 30 years, I owned and operated my own film production company. Founding my own company and being my own boss brought me a very exciting and rewarding career producing wildlife shows for television. My cameras became my passport to many of the world's most beautiful and interesting places. People often would say to me, "Did you get paid for doing that?" But I've got something much more exciting than being a TV producer to tell you about. In early 2002, I was accidentally introduced to trading E-minis in the stock market. E-minis? I immediately closed my film video production company and retired so that I could concentrate on trading E-minis. Now, even if you've never even thought about getting involved in the stock market before, what I'm about to tell you now I think will be of real interest. Even though I had been dabbling in the stock market, investing and trading stocks, and later stock options all of my adult life when I wasn't out filming someplace, I had never heard of an E-mini. Before the personal computer and the internet came along, nobody had. Trading E-minis like many folks do now for a home business wasn't even possible. Let me share with you how you too can turn this marvelous little financial instrument, the E-mini, into your own personal daily cash flow machine, just trading a couple of hours a day with your laptop from your home or any place in the world you desire. E stands for electronic, that is, traded by computer. Mini means small unit of trade, in this case a small unit of cash. In the S&P 500 market, each point of the S&P index is worth $50 per E-mini contract. E-minis are always traded in contracts, whereas stocks are bought, sold, and traded in shares. The E-mini was created and introduced into the stock market back in 1997 as a financial instrument especially for first-timers in the stock market, a financial instrument that most ordinary folks could afford to learn to trade with. Now, please note that I said trade, not invest. You are about to learn that contrary to what most folks think, trading is where the action is in the stock market. And all of those insiders who work for the big mutual fund companies and stock brokerages, well, they themselves are traders, not investors. They want us, the public, to be the investors, turning our money over to them for them to trade with. I promise you that the next couple of minutes might change your whole outlook on the stock market. Here's what you can do with what I'm showing you and what it can do for you. Number one, how would you like to set yourself up in a nice little home business with just your computer and a high-speed internet connection? Number two, how would you like to not need any more than maybe $5,000 of operating capital for your new home business? Three, how would you like to not ever need to seek out any customers because you'll never have to make or produce any kind of a product or deliver any kind of service? No orders to ever fill. 4, how would you like to never have to worry about invoicing or getting paid? No employees, no payroll to meet, no payroll tax withholding reports. Yes, this wonderful little home business of yours can be generating a professional level income of $10,000 or more a month, over $100,000 a year, starting after practice trading for as little as 3 months or so. Whoa, I know you're saying to yourself, Hardman, that's a pipe dream. Well, let me tell you, trading E-minis works just that beautifully for thousands of traders. For me, now, since early 2002. My daily cash flow goal is $500 a day. Some days I make a little less, some days considerably more. I usually make 3 or 4 E-mini trades during the first couple of hours each morning. A trade is open, on average, maybe 5 minutes. Perhaps the most amazing thing to most folks when they learn about trading is that traders can make money when the market is going down just as easily as when it's going up. When I discovered trading E-minis, I not only closed my film production company, I also immediately fired my stockbroker. That's usually what happens with most new E-mini traders when they discover how much better they can do for themselves than their broker or mutual fund manager ever did for them. Stockbrokers and mutual fund managers will never in this world tell you about E-minis. Those big mutual fund companies and stock brokerages spend millions and millions of dollars every year advertising on television, in magazines and newspapers, promoting themselves as financial planning experts. They love to tell us that they are the professionals. With all of that advertising revenue that they spread around, the media, understandably, isn't going to go out of its way to educate the public about E-minis and do-it-yourself trading. The TV news reports, magazines, newspapers, etc., have said practically nothing for all of these years about E-minis. The insiders of the stock market, the stock brokerages and mutual fund companies, well, it's got to be the best-kept stock market secret ever. Accidentally, I heard about E-minis back in early 2002 from another E-mini trader. However, to this day, I have yet to meet the first person who, when they ask me what I do for a living and I tell them I trade E-minis, even has any idea what I'm talking about, or has ever even heard the word E-mini before. But I'd love to tell you about E-minis and how easy it is to learn to trade them. You'll be absolutely amazed at what an incredible vehicle the E-mini is for a great little home business, for anyone. Whether you're a young person selecting a career field, middle-aged and needing a little extra cash flow, or retired and trying to live on Social Security and probably bored to death with inactivity. Many E-mini traders average increases of 5 to 10% daily in their trading account. Compare that to the best a typical mutual fund manager makes for his client. What, 10%, maybe 15% for the whole year if the stock market has a good year? And that's just appreciation growth, not cash. They've still got to sell those stocks at some point if the stock's value doesn't go down first to ever see cash. Incidentally, you can open an E-mini trading account and get started with as little as $2,000. And every trade, the second you close it, is instant cash in your account. Now, no trader wins on every trade. Every trader has some losers. But the tools we trade with that you'll learn how to use are charts that you'll learn how to read and make decisions from, and our trading systems put the odds and probabilities of being right on every trade in the 70 to 80% range. Now, if someone handed you money 70 to 80% of the times that you walked through a door, and only 20 to 30% of the time you had to give back any of the money, how many times would you walk through that door? Well, that's sort of what E-mini trading is like. Interestingly enough, you'll learn trading strategies that if you are only right on 50% of your trades, or even less, still you can be very profitable. Now, here's what I want you to do. Go visit my website. You'll be amazed at how much free information I'm sharing with you there about how to become an E-mini trader. It's all free for the taking, right there on my website and blog. The main item on my website is my book that I've written to help others discover what I did back in early 2002. I'm so anxious to share this knowledge with everyone that I'll give you the first 32 pages of my book free of charge. It's the overview section, which I wrote to be entertaining reading before we get into the nuts and bolts of E-mini trading. The book itself can be a very good roadmap that I've designed to help you get through your learning curve faster to becoming a successful E-mini trader yourself. All you need to do is go to my website and request the free overview section of my book. Either of the web addresses will take you right to my website. So go on in, look around, and be prepared to be amazed. The stock market always involves risk. E-mini trading or any stock market activity may not be for everyone. You should never trade or invest with money you cannot afford to lose. You should understand risk and how to manage it.